So another one of our student humanists is interested in getting a biologist's perspective on race. So some people claim that race is fundamentally a biological thing. Others claim that it's a social construct. What's your view on this?
Well, if you look at the distribution of genes in the human species, we are a very uniform species. Compared to chimpanzees, for example, we are a more uniform species genetically, rather surprisingly, because clearly we look different. I don't think it's reasonable to say we only look different because we are human, and therefore we can see the differences. I mean, the difference between a black person and a white person is too obvious to be written off as being a social construct. We are relatively uniform, genetically speaking, relatively uniform. We are clearly one species. And on the other hand, if you were to do a test of getting people from Uganda, from China, from Norway, from India, from Australian Aboriginal, and you were to ask people to guess where each one came from, anybody in this room, everybody would be 100% right. There's absolutely no difficulty, no problem in knowing precisely which of those people came from which country. So superficially, the characteristics which we have on our faces, on our skin, are clearly geographically labeled local populations. That's what race is. So yes, race is a real biological phenomenon, but it is, and it's clearly not a social construct. But we are a very uniform species, and the important point is that to base any kind of discrimination on race is deeply immoral. To say, I'm going to give a job to a person of this race rather than that race. Don't ever do that. That would be deeply immoral. So racism is exceedingly evil, but race itself is a real biological phenomenon.